Okay, all these resources to go decrease science spending. More into these. No more into this. More into education. Since the need for that span that grows as your population does. So where's the education accessibility falling below max? Ah, here we go. This is what I was waiting for. Elections. The fall. The United States of America is facing great changes. Old parties completely lost their popularity. And new movements are ready to take over. Under pressure of mass demonstrations, unplanned elections are going to take place. Old parties are going to unite and make a famous millionaire, Donald Trump, the candidate. So the Democrats and Republicans unite into one party, whose campaign promises to, quote, make America great again. Their opponent is Ronald Ernest Paul. Promises to restore constitutional norms and freedoms and to remove wiretapping and the violation of human rights by, like, the FBI, CIA, and such. Paul is ready to renew foreign policy, backing all militarizations, including NATO, and stabilizing the economy. Why can't I support Ron Paul? That would cause the U.S. to go isolationist while I'm not intervening to help Trump. U.S. presidential elections were won by the old party's candidate, Donald Trump. To save the country, began creating youth militarizations, militarizing society, expanding CIA rights, strengthening the power and destruction of the opposition. Militarization and centralization influenced even the economy while defining the principles of corporatocracy. He's a fascist. In this history, he's very obviously going fascist more than our own world, where arguably he's also, but more subtly, it's all for the good of America, but only time will show if it helps the United States. So the U.S. has not left NATO yet, but it is very, very close. Since it does nothing to stop the root causes of the U.S. indicators being so low, they should eventually decay far enough. These forced to go isolationist again. Cool. Let's do some resource extraction. Niger. Basu. Not being entirely optimal with where I do these, but whatever. This is almost a victory lap at this point. I mean, I've already technically won one victory condition. It's hard to imagine, even with Mexico, potentially China being allied with the US here, things not going my way. Conservatives are considered the ruling group right now. Interesting. Yeah, it's because I'm not supporting the... Yeah, that's why I couldn't do anything, because conservatives are in power. Alright, I'll support this as the largest faction. I could have probably supported Ron Paul if I had done that earlier. What? Risk Djibouti. Flipping, maybe. And Somalia. Haven't seen anything do it yet. Okay, all this money. More diplomatic missions. And US support. little more into housing. I'm quite worried about getting sick with another Daytona event. You know what? A little more social expenses. The need for that increases with population. I don't want to risk protests, which probably actually pretty close to. Social spending is kind of low relative to now 304 million people. Daytona, really? Well, I could put it off. If I do this, hold on to my political power and money a little longer, though, it'll make my populace, especially the intelligentsia, unhappy. I'll let DEFCON fall too. It might even, hurt the U.S. economy and civilian contentment, but it makes the army stronger. That still costs some political power, but less. Such high spending, probably do a little more into fight against corruption. More into that. More into that. Inflation is going to be a real problem. I don't have the poke power to do anything, that's right. Everything is quiet. Cool. Resource extraction, Nicaragua. Trying to see how quickly I can cause the US to go isolationist, and every bit of money helps. Right, 1996. This is probably a more realistic time frame, of course, than how quickly some people win this game. If the Soviet Union could have won the Cold War, would have probably required an extended one that goes out to like 2030s at least for such an old history to have taken place. Oh shoot. Whoops. Ran out of political power there. Oh well. It actually doesn't necessarily instantly lose the extra development. It did lose it there. It's every other turn that it loses it, but I guess it was about to be that turn. A little more on order. A little bit what's the right way to try and stop. Well, actually, funny. These constant events where conservatives try to isolate me. I think it's conservatives and reformers also can get such an event. More military tech. Science points for the win. Social credit system, genetically modified products, and life multiplication. They all cost 3,000 tech points. Probably close to being able to put more weapons in Afghanistan again soon. Things quiet. Get to DEFCON 1, which is very close, actually. Build a good wartime army, but I think that requires actual breakout of hostilities. Other Otherwise, how do you do this? State rights laws or part of rights law. Factions get outlawed again? Nope. Conservatives are still in power. Guess I'll need to ban their farmers again. Moderates. Trying to shift power as far left as I can. So that, get the necessary conditions to bring India into Comic-Con. Things quiet. Because, this requires a real large army. Which probably require more conscription. If I had been on this when I got the event, decrease conscription, I could have done. Boom. Nope. Part-time army. Which allows society militarization. Now I can actually go back to a defensive army if I want. You know what? I can stay on a part-time army briefly. Hopefully this doesn't actually cause nuclear war. DEFCON 1, begin detente.